Yeah.
All right, hello
Well,
everyone.
I'd already been recording for the past 5 minutes. Oh
Oh,
well.
that's timing out a cut. Anyway, for those of you just joining, this is Ultra WELP against EmilyFD and 6k3w7iv5tg28.
Rolls right off the tongue.
So we have Way the Camel as our way, we have Commerce as our event, we have Citygate as our project, and we have Aqueduct as our landmark. We've got Trashing with Priest, we've got Draw with lots of stuff. We got some alt VP with Chariot Race, we got some bonus gains with Camel Train. This looks like a decent engine.
Yeah, you got pretty much everything you need.
Yeah, so on the 3-4, I would be pretty tempted to... No, I think Priest is the open regardless. On 3-4, you can try to Gambit to get a 5, but I think Priest is a good enough open, so I'll probably open Priest. What's a Pearl Gates open? Pearly, but what's a pearly gate? What's the pearly part? I know the city gate part. There's no Pearl Diver, yeah. Wait, why is Priest pearly?
Is the joke that opening Vagrant and Citygate is basically the same thing as opening Pearl Diver and Citygate?
No, it's a religion joke, all right? With the pearly gates, with the priest is going to open the gates of heaven. Shanahan, get your RSP out of here, all right? This is a RSP free zone. They are clicking kind of fast. You need some villages for sure.
Yeah, they've already picked up, I think, 2 wharves each.
I think I would have been tempted to take a Lost City before the second wharf, but second wharf is also good because wharves are very good. A little collision here on the wharves here, but not a big deal. Oh, okay, that's a little weird.
I'm not sure I would have done that.
I would have just played the wharf, yeah. Just you play the wharf. Do you do like... I'm not sure you have the terminal space for it, but I'd be tempted to do like some big priest megaturn stuff. But you may or may not have the action space for it. Because you need to play Lost Cities and Wharves already. Maybe you do.
I mean, I'd certainly consider trying it because it sounds really fun. You also have a lot of buys from the wharves to pick up priest food.
Yeah. I mean, the alternative is just, I guess, gold. Ooh, nobles. Oh, no, that's terrible. Nobles Chariot is terrible. I would have taken, like, Wharf.
That doesn't... Yeah.
I would have taken Wharf Lost City there.
Doesn't say Lost City or Wharf on it.
Nobles is worse at giving you actions than Lost City and worse at giving you draw than Wharf. So, you know.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's kind of bad for, like, obviously not as bad as Harem, but it's bad for the same kind of reasons that Harem is bad, because the victory points kind of justifies the higher cost, but not really, because its functionality is not as good.
2 points does not look like it matters here to me, and there is an idea of not trying to play a card, but you're also getting nobles, which is so bad. I would not touch nobles here, I think, until, like, either Lost City or Wharf was gone and I still wanted actions or draw. Nobles is better for chariot races. Why do we care about chariot races, though? I guess is my question. Like, I guess you can get a couple chariot races. They're just not... And Emily has had, I think, more luck on chariot races than probably is expected. If you're not spending the coin, I would trash Copper over State, yeah. It's pretty marginal, but I guess it's slightly better, just for chariot race purposes. I would love a second priest here, though. And maybe a third priest.
Yeah, they got their draw pretty well handled. That you can add the extra cash now.
Camel Train would be pretty nice on this board. I don't know why they don't have Camel Trains. A card that says gain a wharf is pretty good, I think.
Camel Train, like, I'm not sure if I would open it, but I was thinking like I might open it with Priest.
I wouldn't open it for
Priest.
sure. No, I wouldn't open it. I think on the 4-3 I like Priest City Gate. On the 3-4 I'd probably take Silver Priest. That's true. So Camel Train can get you Lost Cities without giving your opponent a card of draw because it doesn't gain Lost City, just exile it. And discarding it from exile is not gaining either. So you never actually gain the Lost City, you just get it in your deck. Okay, so currently what's happening is we have too much draw and not enough payload. Tragic here does just look worse. Yeah, it just looks worse than Wharf to me. But we do have a second Priest now, so maybe we'll go some big Priest mega turns, which would be fun. There are some quick ways to get payload off of Camel though. Also Commerce. Commerce gets you payload.
It looks like 6K hasn't balanced their wharves at all. They have all three of them out right now. Like having played with all three of them last turn.
Oh, I see. I didn't look at last turn closely enough, but it does look like they played a Wharf that didn't draw any cards last turn, so I probably would have not played that Wharf just to have a little more balance there. These chariot races are definitely hitting, though. Definitely hitting.
Maybe that's another reason they could take nobles, is just because it costs more than chariot race might hit it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think that's a thing I care about, though. All right. So, I guess you can get another camel here off that one. I think Emily's playing this a little bit better.
Yeah. They've also bounced.
Province is
They've
not...
also bounced their wars up a little bit.
Yeah. Province is not a card I want for a long while. So I don't like those buys there.
And if you wanted the VP from Aqueduct, you could have gotten that from just the nobles anyway, so the province you didn't need.
Right. I would definitely be building to bigger turns than this. Priest make turn I think is maybe too fancy. Like, yeah, again, playing those wars there for no draw. Maybe playing one of the wars is fun. I'm not sure I play both of them, though.
I definitely would not play both of them.
Yeah, it's better to play both of them. They're just not building enough is the problem here. Definitely want to be building more than they are. Look at these nobles. Look at those nobles not drawing cards while giving actions, instead of drawing cards and giving actions. I mean, it's not the worst turn ever. You're still getting 2 wharves in play. Necropolis. Well, I mean, the wharves will draw you next turn, but yeah, that's necro stuff. Oof. Was that 3 hits there? 3 hits there. 4 hits. Wow. Yeah, it's like, look how much draw you have this turn. You could have very easily just, you know, not played a Wharf last turn, have a little more balance there. I guess we got a gold here.
Oh my god, the website is glitching out for me.
D.G?
Yeah, I'm just gonna refresh to see if it was like duplicating the cards, you'll be able to see it in my videos, like duplicating the cards and putting them lower on the table.
Interesting.
which is crazy considering duplicate's not even on the board.
It's probably on page 2. So, yeah, I would definitely want to be playing for, like, bigger turns than this, because I think Priest Mega Turn is probably a little bit too fancy. I'm not sure you have enough buys to well, that's, like, the best way to add economy, because you can add just, like, up golds very quickly here. So probably gold gains are the way to play it. But you can be gaining a lot of gold on this board and a lot of draw. You can be playing for some massive turns. Well, the thing is, they thought it'd be nice to get, like, nobles for some reason. One thing newer players need to learn is that nobles is a terrible card. It's just bad. Alright, regardless, looks like this is going to be a win in hand. Well, not quite in hand yet, but almost certainly in hand. Going to win. And I don't imagine 6k is going to score, what is that, 28 points? But if you're looking to score 28 points, what you'd want to do is put some more golds in exile, I think, first. Because I think you have the extra space, the terminal space to do that. Yeah, like you could have had an extra 2 gold right now if you wanted it. Not that it does anything, I don't think it scores enough. With only 5 gains, I don't think you can score enough.
Yeah, with only 5 gains, you literally can't score enough.
It's not. It's actually somewhat close. It's actually almost close. Wait, it was more than 5 gains? Oh, sorry. You're right. You're gaining all those duchesses. That was like 10 gains.
Yeah.
All right. There's no way this fails to hit 8, right? There we go. We got there.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're just gonna keep playing on. All right. Do we play? I probably should look this up first. Do we play 8 games or not game? 4 games here?
Yes, it is 4 games. I think I'm actually going to stop my own recording, both because the audio on it will be bad, and it's lagging my computer. I think the OBS is.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you have yours, so that'll be good enough.
Did they not switch? They didn't switch first player. I think Emily went first last game, right? Oh, let's see.
Yeah, Emily did go first last.
Yeah, they should definitely reroll. Please reroll. This board's stupid. I hate this board. Reroll it. Terrible board. Reroll it. Good, thank you. Broom Island. What a dumb board.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I was looking at the King's Court Border Village thing.
No, it was just...
Yeah, Groom Island.
It was just Groom Island nonsense. Well, I believe that was only discussions for League, not for Ultra WELP. I mean, it is fair to reroll that because I think EmilyFD has a huge advantage being player 1 on that board. But that happens sometimes. Alright, this board doesn't have any weird stuff going on. Ooh, Ox. Okay, so we got plenty of draw to X with Scholar. We have actions with Barracks and Ox. We've got plenty of points with Goons. We've got Artificer Scholar too, which does some fun stuff. You gotta get a lot of gains in there. And Trashing with Monastery.
Yeah, all that sounds great. You got yeah, the draw to X village, the goons, the trashing, you have everything.
So the 5-2 looks really good, but Band was not the card I wanted to open with. I wanted Artificer, I think. Artie Sheepdog's kind of fun, too. Artie Sheepdog with Ox is even more fun, I think. I definitely want a lot of Sheepdogs here, I think. And a good number of Artificers, and maybe a few Scholars and a few Goons. Demand Sheep. The problem with Demand Sheep, I think, is I really want a couple Artificers and a Scholar first, so I think buying the 5s is probably better than buying Demand here, at least for a little bit. Yeah, like, if this band here was an Artificer, you'd be so much happier. Why do I want a Scholar? Because it draws 7 cards. It says plus 7 cards on it. That's a lot of cards. Yeah, the problem with this many Sheepdog early is we can't activate them. So it's hard to actually draw with them right now. This is why we desperately need, like, an Artificer.
Yeah. The non-terminal gainers are good for activating the Sheepdog.
Mm-hmm. Well, currently, they're playing 1 Sheepdog for Ox and 1 Sheepdog for actual play. So they're basically just replacing themselves.
Yeah, I think that I much prefer the Ox Scholar Goons idea.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I want Sheepdogs in my deck. I definitely want Sheepdogs, because they do draw well, but, like, they only draw well with, like, Artificer.
Yeah, right here, 6k is not actually netting any draw at all.
Right, yeah. You're like, your hand size is not increasing. Oof, Duchess. Alright. I guess that's where we're going now. Ugh, Chariot Races. No, get the draw cards. Like Artificer and Scholar. Turn 10 seems totally reasonable for this board, I think. Especially with the 5-2. I think the 5-2 is just very strong. Of course, Bomb was not the card I wanted to open on 5-2. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's okay, just
Oops.
Just mute yourself. Why did we keep the monastery? Because, I don't know, reasons, probably. Hitting 5 seems like a very important number here to me. More Artificers, more Scholars, more draw. Did we lose AJL? Where's AJL? Oh, there you are.
No, I'm here. I'm just I keep just thinking like, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and I can't think of anything more interesting to say than that.
Yeah, pretty much. When are we getting the in-play
Another thing about
Oh, go ahead.
Another thing about the Scholar is it kind of helps with the hand size attack of goons because it's like it's a basically a draw to X card.
Yes, and that X is 7, which is the biggest draw to X number we have. Yeah, so at some point we're gonna get that errata where all the under the line stuff is going away. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but for right now, you can still play goons as like Ox and still get the points, but that's gonna go away soon.
And in its place, you'll be able to throne goons and make them even more ridiculous than they are.
Yep, you will. It's not the final.
No, it's not a final. I think it's just like one of the round 4 matches of Ultra WELP.
Yeah, we're still in like yeah, this is round 4, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Given that I played my round 4 of this just a couple days ago, it should still be round 4.
Also, it's not WELP, it's Ultra WELP. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Ultra part is the cards, the WELP is the landscapes.
So, is it one of each major expansion? How many major expansions are there?
10.
Are there 10 of them? So it's one from each? Okay.
Yeah.
So, once Allies comes out, then this whole format gets just destroyed.
You just pick a random one to take out, but then you have the question of which one will it be and how will you do that.
Or you just don't play with base cards. That's fine. Just get rid of the base set.
You're already not playing with base cards in this one.
Oh, is base already not included? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Prosperity. It could be prosperity. Although I don't know.
I personally would take out Hinterlands. Hinterlands is my least favorite expansion.
I love Hinterlands. Hinterlands is great.
I love a couple of things from Hinterlands, but as a whole, it's my least favorite one.
You could call me a Hinter fan, okay?
Like I feel like I should mention like Hinterlands is my least favorite expansion, but Border Village is one of my favorite cards.
Border Village is a good one. Yeah, you definitely want Scholar there. That is 100% the case.
Yeah. For both players, I'd go back to that one, and like that's a good draw to X board because if you haven't practiced draw to X, it can be a little bit weird to play. I remember when I first got shown like a really good draw to X board, it was a completely new experience.
Okay, so we have Capitalism, which hits Goons. Goons is back. Good job, Prosperity. You did it.
Oh, good.
I imagine this board wants Capitalism.
You also have Bridge Troll, man.
Maybe it doesn't want Capitalism. Well, your actions are like a little bit awkward because Crown's your only village. I guess in this Crossroads, you get one Crossroads play. Oh, there's an I missed Ox. Yeah, we have Ox. Okay.
Wow, we have Ox and Goons again.
I mean, and Trashing's Masquerade here, which is pretty solid trashing. And I guess Bat, but I'm not... Bat, Vampire... I guess Vampire's fine. It seems like a little slow, though, maybe. I could buy not getting Vampire on this board. I imagine we're trying to play to some sort of Bridge Troll Mega Turn. So, likely we want our deck to consist mainly of Barge, Bridge Troll, and, like, Crowns. And, like, maybe a Masquerade or two for some thinning. For sure, the Goon's Mask Attack can get nasty, so Duration Barges help a lot with that. That's just a Triumph. Yeah, I guess... I don't know, I could see just skipping Goons, honestly. I guess you probably just take one Goons, though, just for the attack, but...
Yeah,
it's not doing that much. It's not doing that much, though, is the thing. It's probably doing more than like another. I'm not sure it's doing more than another bridge trolls. That was the thing. I don't know. Maybe. Regardless, they are building a little awkward. The Catacombs is weird to me because Catacombs is whoa. What? No. Why aren't you like oxing a thing? Why didn't we ox? Emily. Like surely you ox something there.
Maybe neither of them noticed that it was there, because no one has played anything as Ox yet.
That is definitely weird. Definitely weird. Ooh, you play Crossroads as Ox. That sounds exciting. So the Catacombs are really weird to me because they just seem like worse than Barge, as far as draw is concerned. You can't next turn them, and they don't come with plus buy. And the sifting shouldn't be pretty good. I don't think we get capitalism, only because I don't expect to have, like, maybe more than one Goons of my deck, and I don't expect to hold on to improves very long, probably. So capitalism is probably not working here. You would need to have trolls in your deck to ox them, though, is the problem.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see that they haven't gotten any trolls.
Well, what's happening is they're way too focused on these goons, I think, and honestly, like, this board, you should just be looking at it, like, we have trashing, we have lots of draw, we have enough terminal space, like, you should be playing for a Bridge Troll Megaturn. That's just, like, when you have all the ingredients for it, Bridge Troll Megaturn is usually pretty solid. And the goons aren't just that good is the problem. I guess the discard tax is fine. Mainly because Masquerade, goons then into Masquerade is really, really nasty sometimes, especially if you don't have Barge's Duration. With cap goons for plus buy. No, you don't need buys though. Like Barge and Bridge Troll both come with a lot of buys. So I'm not. Oh no, don't get ox the first goons. You ox the first goons, and you play other goons.
Ox the first one.
That just loses a point right there.
Oh. All right. Oh, they're going for capitalism.
Well, okay. I guess if we're not buying anything, then you don't lose a point that way. Okay. Regardless, I just don't think goons are like a thing you should be pushing this hard right now. Like, what I want is Bridge Trolls and draw. What is YW? Young Witch. Wait, why are we talking about Young Witch, though? It could also be You're Welcome.
Yeah, in any non-Dominion.
Jane knows you are not welcome.
It adds in. Oh, you could just Yeah.
Oh,
you could
I
just,
see.
You could just play with Young Witch as no, but that wouldn't work because Young Witch is a cornucopia card, and you only use the full expansions.
Oh, so you're right. Yeah.
You're still at a problem spot. Not welcome is an inside joke established about 45 minutes ago. We were waiting for EmilyFD, and we were watching them play a rated game. And the person they were playing against was like, "Who the heck are you? You're not welcome here."
It was pretty funny.
They just said not welcome. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, so they're so focused on these goons that it's a little unfortunate because the goons are just not the thing to do here.
Yeah, I can see the bridge troll thing working out a little better. And like in the event that you really need to pick up some extra points on your final turn, you can always triumph once and gain some amount of points from that.
I mean, yeah, so like you're gonna build a mega turn, right? And so probably you're with a mega turn, you just end up buying all the bridge trolls. Or let's start buying all the provinces. But like if you need more points, like Triumph is definitely even more points, which just puts it over the top. Yeah, I think a single goons is probably the best number of goons. I think all the bridge trolls is the correct number of bridge trolls.
Yeah, because goons is better the longer the game goes on, but bridge troll can help it end a lot quicker.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I would say bridge troll is better the longer the game goes on too. Just because the way it scales is by giving you like basically scales. Is exponential the right word here?
I think so.
It's not exponential. Yeah. Not exponential though. Where's my mathematicians? What would you describe?
Quadratic.
It's more than quadratic. What would you describe the scaling of bridge troll as, mathematicians? Oh, super duperly. That's what it is. No, not cumulative.
I feel like quadratic is the right way to describe it.
No, but it has to scale faster than like the square, right? Because you buy one bridge troll, it gives you an extra buy, but also reduces cost. And so 2 bridge trolls. Exponential and quadratic are not the same thing. Those are different functions. What's the triangular scaling? What's that one called?
Triangular scaling? I cannot find anything for that.
Man,
cubic is the one above quadratic.
I'm not talking about like power, like polynomial scaling though.
I still feel like quadratic is the right way to describe it though.
Not sure it is.
But main point is like it scales really quickly. Super duper is a good way to describe it.
Sure, we can call it super duper scaling. That's fine by me. The nice thing about Ox Crossroads is like your second Crossroads and third Crossroads can still just be an Ox. It's still not as good as your first Crossroads, but it's still okay. Alright, it took us a lot of turns, but we finally got a drawn deck here. 17 turns to draw our deck, but we got there in the end, which is nice. Alright, I would trash this silver probably. Well, maybe. You might need the money, but I would be very tempted to trash the silver. Holiday. It's winter break. Classes start from on the 24th, so I got time.
Classes for me started exactly today.
Oh. Are you in class right now?
No, my class was about an hour ago,
I see, I see.
or 2 hours ago.
All right, well, Emily takes a third game here. We have one left. I believe 6K goes first for this one. Let's see if 6K can salvage a win, or if we get the clean sweep. Emily trying to be generous, and 6K having none of that. Okay, so probably won't champion this game.
I certainly agree with that.
And what's the buy situation look like? It's non-existent. I guess Bard sometimes goes plus buy.
Yeah, Bard is a 1 in 12. 1 in 12, and then like however the rest of the boons go.
I mean, Champion's not even that good here, but I guess it's fine. I guess you still do it. Likely I just want to get a bunch of Wayfarers and then just Province pretty early. If I get a champion down. Sun's Gift is a great boon. Wow, that's a whoa, that's a ridiculous turn.
Very good.
Wow.
That is very good.
What a turn. And draws the stables right at the top of the shuffle here.
That is pretty nice for them.
I guess we play enough bards. Yeah, playing enough bards does give us games.
Would you play the treasure hunter as worm here in order to not have the extra silver in your way?
Maybe. It would depend on like the 1 silver is probably not a big deal, but I think if I needed the coin, I would do it. Like, I think if it got me to 5, I would do it. But getting me to 4, I think, is probably just playing this worm. Like, I imagine like stable silver is better than like nothing, right? But probably silver. Conspirator's weird choice there because Conspirator's pretty bad.
Yeah, you don't really need it very much, and right here it gets in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, like there, I don't want 2 silver for sure though. I would have just played it as worm.
Yeah, you also didn't need the. Oh well, they got a Wayfarer off of it, I guess.
I mean, whatever. It's fine, I guess. Piazza's maybe okay here. Probably not, though. It's probably worse than just, like, stables. There's some thought to having it.
Oh yeah,
there's
they
some thought to
also
that.
as Maharath pointed out, on turn 6, 6K didn't play their Conspirators worm and just passed on a free point.
Oh, that's weird, yeah. The thing with the silvers, though, is I plan on getting a lot of silvers this game, but not from Treasure Hunter. I plan on getting a bunch from Wayfarer. Yeah, so having like a second traveler line for the hero. Now you worm this one. Why do we worm that? All right, I guess it's fine, but like you might have missed 5 though. It would be really sad to miss 5. I'm not sure if it's Wayfarer time yet. I think I'm still wanting stables. Until you have champion down, I definitely want more stables, just because Wayfarer can fail to draw, or can draw things dead. I think Bank is a mistake. I'm pretty sure gold is just better than Bank, right? By like a decent margin.
Because it's single buy, I'm inclined to agree with that. Province
is probably fine there, actually. Like, it's only a single gain, so, like, get provinces when you can is I think, reasonable. Wait, do we not hold on.
Yeah, gold scores palace points, too. That's another good point.
That's the only reason it's better, is because of palace points, yeah. It's interesting that we didn't trade the hero for a champion, and we're also still getting Banks, which is really bad. Ooh, Flamescape is nice. Trash in a state, for sure. But yeah, like, so we could have 6 more points here, as 6K. if we had taken
They also
gold.
They're just not going for champion, it looks like.
Honestly, I think it's totally reasonable to not go for champion. Although, if I'm not going for champion, I probably want more stables and not having wayfarers in my deck. And just keep the hero up. I think that's like not unreasonable on this board. Although, I think I would like to. It's so hard to play this board because it's a single game, but like having a bunch of bards has some appeal to it. Because they are at least, they can get Earth's Gift and they can have Forest Gift in them. So you occasionally get extra gains out of them. But if you want to play a bunch of bards, you need to buy a bunch of bards and you need to get enough draw to play those bards. So it's a little iffy, I think, to get that many bards in your deck. The Bazaars are just not exciting to me at all. Like, at all. I guess Wisp is draw. Like, please gain gold. Gold scores 3 points. There we go.
Yeah.
Like, so far, Bank has not meaningfully impacted this game over gold. I guess it might this turn. We'll see. So Emily gets a champion down now. Alright, we still hit 8 though, but that second bank actually made less than gold, which is funny. Yeah, I can believe you stop at hero here and just don't get champion, and just play with like some stables instead of other kinds of draw. And just try to score some extra palace points along the way. Worm Estate as opposed to Buy Duchy is an interesting choice for sure. So I guess you have to province here and just hope 6k misses. I don't think, yeah, I don't know. That's not gonna, I don't think gold's gonna do it for you.
Yeah, and 6k is gonna get this one.
Okay, I guess
probably win.
Yeah, like the slow province here. The conspirators are weird to me because they don't, I don't know, whatever, they're fine. I think it's all just winning at this point. I'm not sure how Emily's going to score 13 points here.
Yeah, and that should be game.
And that's exactly 8. All right, well, 6k does get the last win in there. And I think that's going to be it. So thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time.